welcome to Mind Your Business, a channel where we are in everybody's business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip. Well, Blue Therapy in Love and Toxic is definitely sticking to its name. Well, guys, people, my Christy crew, let's talk about Blue Therapy in Love and Toxic. Now, of course, we pick up with Marie and Tunde, and, you know, they go and see the therapist, and they go to tell the therapist about the altercation that happened, where Marie dashed water after, you know, Tunde's friend, and also threw a glass at him too, if you see it in the clip, which is out of order. So with that, I'm just like, you know, her attitude is wrong. She shouldn't have been doing that. We know that straight off the bat. And she needs to take accountability for that. You know, she feels like he talks their business too much to the friends, and the friends don't like her and they don't trust her, and he's bringing up things where he doesn't feel like he can trust her, you know, being in flashy cars with a chauffeur, and every reasoning that she gives, like every rebuttal she gives, he doesn't really believe her. So I'm just like, at this point, both of them are just as bad as each other, because, you know, she's got her way, in terms of her attitude, and so does he. She's saying she wants space, doesn't answer the phone when she wants her space. Then obviously Denise, the therapist, you know, reverses the question and says, well, how do you feel if it was the other way around? And clearly you can see that she would feel a certain way. But, you know, them two are, to me, are just a complete mess. And, you know, they just need to just probably pack it in, because it just seems like drama after drama. Tunde can be rude and is insecure, you know, when he mentions the whole friend situation, and particularly about Marie giving her social to the friend that he had from ATL, and him being upset about that, referring to her as a whole, which is just out of order, and then implying that, you know, her giving out her socials is the same as giving fellatio to the man. Like, what on earth, what the hell? A lot of people give out their socials for different reasons, and business is part of it as well. But, you know, for that, she obviously got upset and she walked off out of that. And it was quite funny to see that he just sat there, continued to complain about her, to the point where the therapist had to say, you know, are you going to go out and check on her? Lord have mercy, help these people. Because I feel like if this is a real relationship and it's not fake, they just need to maybe go their own separate ways, because I don't see how this is going to be working without just pure issues. But we shall see. Another couple of calls that is in there is Rae and Shaun, and those two have their own different issues. They left off the argument last time. He, you know, is apprehensive about going back to therapy, but he still turns up. But what's interesting about them two is that they seem to have communication issues. You know, she's giving him ultimatums. He don't like it. He's, you know, got his way of communicating. And I just thought it was really interesting that Shaun, you know, showed his double standards with this whole Instagram situation, you know, because he doesn't like that she is on her Instagram and she posts a lot of pictures, and she said that she does modelling. So some of her best pictures are, you know, with not a lot of clothing on. But then in the next breath, he goes on to talk about he also does modelling, and he also models in shorts. So then he has little clothing on. So I'm like, you're implying that she's doing thirst trapping, but what you're doing is basically work. So I'm just like, no, you're both doing the same sort of thing. And she's talking about she's done that because she wanted to build up her confidence. But I suppose the bit which to me is really causing the issue is this whole OnlyFans thing, where she keeps saying maybe she'll do OnlyFans, and he is definitely not in it, and mentions that, you know, tells her straight that if she keeps the work carrying on the way she's carrying on and keeps banging on about OnlyFans, that he will not be introducing her to his family. And that is a trigger for her, because she isn't as close to her family, and she talks about being on her own since she was 18. So they both have a kind of an emotional ending to that, which wasn't so good. And I must add as well, though, the part where Shaun was bringing up the example of Rae when they went for that shoot, and, you know, she basically ended up getting unchanged, you know, full breasts out in front of some dudes that were there on set, and also asked another dude on set to fix her top. I can understand him being upset about that, but she looked like she was really upset as well, which is, you know, what got her kind of started off emotionally, because she felt like she didn't want him to bring that up. And she said that her mind was all over the place, like she didn't even realise that they were there or that he was in the room. So obviously that's going to look kind of weird towards him. He has a boyfriend, so I can understand where he'd be upset and sensitive about that. If she's telling the truth, which I just don't get how you don't understand everyone's around you, but if that's what you're saying, then, you know, what can I say? But yeah, I thought that was, a bit of a sticky situation for sure. But I'm just like, yeah, I think there's some double standards there. I do think there's some give and take there. I do feel like, if he finds... I find this interesting because he did say at the start that he met her, then he realised she was doing Instagram. So therefore, you met her doing what she was doing. So you shouldn't be coming along trying to change her at this point in time. And you're also doing the same sort of thing. The OnlyFans thing is different. So I feel like that's a new addition. And if you guys want to discuss it as you're in a relationship, then that's fine. If you feel a way about it, then you guys work that out. But I feel like they can work it out if they really want to. But we'll see what happens. As for the other couple, they're the only one that seems like they're mildly somewhat kind of happy-ish. But we'll see what happens next week. That's Michael and Lauren. I mean, they both lied to each other. I do think her lie is a little bit worse because she spoke about, her friend Sasha just being some gay guy. And it turns out the guy is not gay and he's taller than Michael and he's muthier than Michael. And maybe he's even better looking, who knows? But Michael is not happy about it, which is fair play. And obviously finding out in the therapy session that Lauren also kissed said guy, Sasha, before, years ago, didn't go down very well. But I do feel like it's an interesting one because of their whole careers. I feel like she's got to go for what she needs to do. He needs to give her the freedom to do what she needs to do. And, if he has a problem with that kind of lifestyle, maybe he needs to get a girl who works 9 to 5 or accept what, that she is going to kind of find it hard in places. I do think she can make an effort to be there, but you still have to be flexible given the kind of life that she lives. That's why I suppose a lot of celebrities and people who are famous talk about, it's easy to date somebody who's in the same business because they kind of get it. And then next week with this whole situation with Michael and Lauren mentioning that Michael not wanting to bring her out for dinner because of her being mixed race and all the girlfriends were white. It's definitely got me raising an eyebrow, so I will be tuning in to see what's really happening there. But anyway, are you guys watching the show? What do you think of the show so far? Let me know your thoughts below. Yes, so thanks for watching that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I am uploading some more of people's business. So until then, my nosy people, stay blessed.